Okay. So Bob wanted me to give you a little updates about my project, and I told the group what I was doing while we were calling you. That I'm running a project that's testing grammatical morphemes in kids who use communication devices to try to identify specific goals to work on so we can do a better job identifying skills that are developmentally appropriate and work on specific skills with kids where they are developmentally.
Right. Right.
And I also let them know, and you saw the letter that I handed out, that we're looking for some kids who use MinSpeak so that we can do that assessment process and then work with them intensively for a while and hopefully identify a specific skill that is really likely to benefit in treatment quickly so that we can see an increase quickly.
I love that I feel because I believe we will learn a lot about how many P R O C process things. I love and I feel because I believe we will learn a lot about how many process things.
I hope so. So next week we're finishing up the first part of the project, which is doing the adapted test with kids who have no disabilities, who are normally developing. And we're testing kids, the youngest are 2.5, and then we're testing up to 4.5. And we're looking at 15 different structures. And it's exciting that we can actually see developmental differences between the age groups on the structures we're testing. So I do think we've got some good potential to identify where kids are developmentally using devices.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And one thing, and I wish I had an example to show everybody, but I didn't mention this to the group, so I'll tell all of them. Part of the process is to include language modeling in the testing. It's you don't expect a child who's never seen a communication device to know how it works. So we're modeling our target structures as part of the test process. And still being able to detect some differences that way. And Chris, I think, for example, when someone threw your device in front of you for the first time, you may not have known how it worked until you actually tried it and saw people using it.
Well, I just kind of had a chance to play it, but by that time I was seeing other people using So I view this is one of the I heard taught. What kind of, I just kind of had a chance to play with it, but by the time I was seeing other people using some sort of device, so I knew that it was not so well to start.
Okay. Okay. So you weren't like starting cold with no exposure then, because you had seen some use, even if it was minimal.
Right. Right.
Okay. And I'll just wrap, I think, and let other people ask questions. But I think that same kind of exposure is helpful for introducing grammatical skills, not just vocabulary words, and working to use different structures. When you see someone using it, you have exposure to the language, then it gives you a chance to kind of see how to formulate that yourself.
Right. However, I see interested to see some ESU results from other devices, not which don't have a great LAS language. TIEP. You're right. However, I see interested to see some results from other devices which don't have a great language piece.
Me too. I agree. We are with the testing process. We're using pages instead of icons, sequences, so that we're not exclusive to one device. So hopefully in the future, we could evaluate kids who are using other types of systems without having to redesign the process.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Okay. So,
Great, guys. So other people have questions. Thank you, Tom.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on up, Jennifer, or whatever.
Hi, Chris. I'm Marby. It's so good to meet you. My question is, can you tell us how you and your family and your therapist came to the decision for you to use your feet as your access? I can imagine some families that I work with might think that's way out of the box.
It was this decision. I was playing with Tom as a baby with my toe, and yes, they tried to change that, but then decided I knew what was best. It was their decision. I was playing with noise and maybe with my toe, and they tried to change, decided on what was best.
Did you guys hear it?
So they followed your lead.
Yes.
Great.
They did.
Great.
Yes, they did.
Great. Okay, good. Thank you.
Anybody else have a question? Yeah, okay. Hang in there, Chris. Pat Politano is here. Too well.
I'll start with a serious question first. What's going on with becoming AAC?
We are starting to organize, and I believe I am to something better. I thought M E N T O I N G memory was a good idea. But now we want to show out into the community and do some kind of a P R O J project, which will get them talking, but also bring them SOSC social part into it, and they will be given back to the community, which they don't have a lot of P O opportunity to do. We are currently I believe my mental better. I thought but now we want to go out to the community and do some kind of project. But also bring social services, and they will be given back to the community, which they don't have a lot of opportunities to do.
Cool. Now you realize you've got a lot of speech therapists and occupational therapists here who work in places all over the U.S. Is there anything they can do to support your project? This might be a time, or are you still organizing?
Can you tell us what the project is?
They want to know more about the project. You were very vague.
I'm thinking about working with Muslim annual SHUTEL shelter and play Puffy, puppies,
Oh,
and cat, kittens, kittens. This helps the a shelter and everybody likes animals. I think I'm thinking about murder with animal shelter and play with puppies and kittens. This helps the shelter and everybody likes animals. I think.
so what, you're going to steal the animals from the shelter and take them out in the community to get people's attention?
Well, sure.
Could you borrow them?
What was that? What was that?
So you're going to borrow animals from the shelter and take them out into the community to draw people's attention?
No.
No. Okay. Because I thought you did that in college. Didn't you take some animals out to pick up girls?
No, those were his roommates.
That is a whole different story.
Yeah, we'd like to hear it, but not tonight.
Oh, I want to know the craziest thing you ever did. It can't be any worse than any story Bob's told.
Brought something out to A-F-I-E field and told him we were going to water balloon a group. What we really did was just leave him out there. And he had to make it to the D-O-R store himself. We brought somebody out to the field and told him we were going to water balloon group. What we really did was just leave him out there and he had to make it back to the door himself.
I'm telling your mother. Hey, Bob Conti's back here. Hold on.
I'm back. I'm the bearer of bad news because we need to end this call and start. We're going to have our sing along and have fun here, Chris. But thank you so much. Tom Kovacs thanks you as well. And
And Bob, tell people what they can potentially do for.
okay, Chris, for $35 an hour, you can use Chris as a consultant.
Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you so
We
much,
appreciate
Chris.
it. Bye, Chris.